I'm Anna Bryce, and I am the VP of Programming for the AMA Phoenix. And we're thrilled to have you with us, and we are thrilled to have Dan Tyre from HubSpot joining us. And before I introduce Dan, I just want to quickly touch on a couple things. One is I want to thank our sponsors. They make all of this possible. They help us bring the programming to everybody. And when we get back to live events, they make all that happen also. And I particularly want to point out Taylor Wellman, who is our host, and she is from Financial Potion. So if you have video needs, please consider Taylor. And if you need her contact information, feel free to reach out to me. You have my email address. And then we would also like to thank our board, our AMA board members. Again, without them, none of this happens. We really, everybody on this board works super hard, and it's a pleasure to work with such a great group of people and professionals. So we thank them. And I do want to just get right into introducing Dan Tyre. So Dan, we have had Dan speak for us a couple of times, but it's been a really long time. And we wanted somebody who is inspirational and will just give us good information. And he's going to be funny too, that we want to finish 2021 strong and make 2022 our best year ever. And we've all had really tough, almost 2 years at this point. So Dan was the perfect option to bring in and do this. And this even doesn't count the fact that he's the biggest Met fan that I know in Phoenix. He and I equal each other, and we're always texting each other about baseball games. But he's much more than a big Met fan. He is a great business person, a great marketer. He invented the term smarketing. And we are thrilled to have you, Dan. Welcome. And thank you for joining us.
Wow. Thank you very much, Anna. That was great. I ought to take you on the road with me. Boo! Yes. I know. All right. Is this what you guys want to talk about? How to finish strong in 2021 and how to make 2022 your best year ever? Put it in the chat pane. I'm not going to do all the work. Let's go. Come on.
Yes.
Quick. Yes.
Woohoo!
Right. Yeah, there we go. Schmarketing. Say it right. Taylor, come off mute and say it. Schmarketing, like you're from New York.
Marketing.
Okay, it's good. It's good. It's
fabulous.
Good. Yes, I did invent that term. I don't have time to talk about it today. All right. Anybody feeling a little bit like tired, run down? This is the monkey slide. Karen's like, yeah, that's exactly. All right, Karen, if you want to like forget about the next 45 minutes, go take a nap. That's perfectly okay. This is your 17th Zoom meeting of the day. We've all been there. That's the way it works. It's because all my presentations that are in the afternoon or before 8 o'clock in the morning. There's a story behind it, but I don't have time for it today. All right. Any veterans in the audience? Any veterans or veterans in your family? Right? Today's Veterans Day, right? Oh my goodness. So great and thankful, right, that veterans protect our democracy. And as you know, I got a slide in here, democracy is always at risk. Does anybody know the percentage of the world that lives in a true democracy? The percent, I'll buy you a breakfast sandwich if you know the percentage of the world that lives in a true democracy. Put your guess in the chat pane. Yes, very good, Taylor. Like when I tell you the answer to it, you'll be disappointed. No, John, there's keep going. Other people participate. Nancy, you're smart. Okay, Taylor, that's pretty close. It's actually 8%. 8.7% of people live in a true democracy. There's lots of different levels of democracy. I got it from Wikipedia, but protecting democracy is important, and veterans who've done it for the United States and other countries should be applauded. All right, this is the agenda. Welcome and introduction. Anybody know anything about potatoes, turkeys, or chickens? Put in the chat pane if you know anything about potatoes, turkeys, or chickens. We're going to do 5 minutes on, okay, everything. Wow, they're food. Okay, Taylor, you're good at this game. How to finish strong in 2021, how to make 2022 your best year ever. Q&A, right? Okay, we're going to take 3 questions at the end, but there's never time for questions at the end. And the reason I'm talking so quick is I'll show you in the next few slides. Oh, wait a second. Taylor, didn't you say you wanted to include some free stuff? Does the Phoenix AMA like free stuff?
Everyone loves free stuff.
Okay.
Can we get a yes in the chat if we like free
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah. Yes, free stuff or no free stuff. Because like I'll give it to another like group if you don't like it. Right. Ooh, look at all these. Yeah. Come on, quick. I want 100% of the people to respond. Don't be sitting back there checking your Facebook. This is a Dan Tyre presentation. Everybody's got to pay attention. All right. Yes, one. All right. Okay. We got almost 100%. No one, sometimes people say no. It depends. Right. Okay. Eileen says yes to. Okay. That's the agenda. There's a lot of stuff going on. Taylor, you got to man the waiting room. People are pounding in.
Oh, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. You're right on that. All right. There are some people from Phoenix here, which is my hometown. Right. And I love Phoenix. It used to be a bunch of old guys talking about real estate. Now it's amazing. Women-led companies, Black people, brown people, all ages, all work in the American dream. Who knows Greg's List? Anna, put that link in the chat pane. Greg's List. Anybody know Greg's List? Yes, Greg's List. No, Greg's List. Right. Greg Head is a famous entrepreneur. He happens to stay in my guest house when he comes back to Phoenix. Yep, it's called Greg's List, not Craigslist, where you sell your bicycles and your old hot tubs. Greg's List. All right, we're going to put it in there. Greg Head was the vice president of marketing at Infusionsoft for 10 years. He lived in the Valley. He's a great entrepreneur. He's an angel investor. He served on many boards of directors. And we were like 8 years ago, we were sitting around and he goes, you know what? We should have a list of all of the startups in Phoenix. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? We should. He goes, I'll do it. I'm like, I'll do what? He's like, I'll pull it all together. Right. And I thought he was going to like do a spreadsheet. He got this great website that is in there. There's now 744 companies, 19 added in the last 30 days, 248 startups, 99 VC funded companies, and 775 open jobs, many of them for marketing. Right. So if you're a marketing agency and looking for marketing, right, that Greg's List is a great way to do it. Right. And I'm so proud of the growth that Phoenix has had. It's amazing. It's the most generous entrepreneurial ecosystem in the world. Tom Curzon, who runs the startup part of ACA, Mark Mormons, who I talk to every month, Andy Lombard, Mario Martinez, Kevin Youngblood, all the incubators, Galvanize, GCU, all of the great stuff that's going on to really transition our economy from a really real estate based now to startup based. Right. Sandra Watson, powerful one. Who knows Sandra Watson? Yes, Sandra Watson knows Sandra Watson. She's the one who started all this 10 years ago. Right. She's like, we need more companies to come to the Valley. And then she did it. Phenomenal job of growing the state. She does all the work. Doug Ducey takes all the credit. She does all the work. Hey, it was a surprise. I know. And I love speaking here. This is my hometown. I feel like Bruce Springsteen in Asbury Park. Right. I love being part of this community. The reality is because I spent a lot of time on the road for HubSpot and for my portfolio companies that I'm only here 30% of the time. I actually kind of interesting. I've never spent the summer here until 2020 and COVID. Turns out it's a little hot. Anyway, like I know. Taylor's like, really? You've lived here for 24 years. You never spent the summer here. And as you can tell, I'm a little bit of a quirky guy. I do travel a lot with my beautiful wife, Amy, but I love being part of Phoenix. And Phoenix is a very happening place. I know. All right. The reason I'm talking so fast is there's another link for this, Anna. Put this, please. There is a program celebrating Arizona's innovation ecosystem. It's going on at the Valley Ho right now. Anna's going to give me a ride because I don't own a car, which is a whole nother tangent that we don't have time to go down. But she is sitting in my dining room and we're going to leave right after this with Eileen and we're going to go to this. There'll be 1,000 people here, right? It is so refreshing. Right, that now we have such a diverse economic base, right? So it used to be when real estate went into the can, it was a depression. Now we have all these startups, we have all these people who desperately need good marketing. By the way, marketing is everything, right? You are in the right profession. I'm going to make the claim that marketing is going to move to the forefront over the next few minutes. And this is an open and free event. So if you want to go, right, if you can find the Eventbrite event details, and I put it in the Slack channel, that would be great. Or put it in the Zoom group chat.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I don't think it's in that list, but I'm looking for it because I have it.
Darn it. Gosh,
Yeah.
darn it. All right.
I do have it somewhere.
All right. A gentle reminder to be kind, empathetic, in the next normal. HubSpot, the company I work for, is an anti-racist company. Everybody who comes starts HubSpot has to watch a video, anti-racist training, which was amazing and is amazing. It's in all my presentations. I'm an anti-racist guy. If you follow the Premier League in the UK, right, they take a knee at every game, which is a good thing to do. I can't take a knee now because I'm standing up, but the same sentiment. And right, democracy needs to be supported. What I've learned over the last 8 years, you can't sit back and let the different parties work through it. You got to be an active democratic participant, right? And get your booster vaccination. I don't think there's anything Dan Tyre could say that would get you your vaccination if you haven't gotten anywhere, but protect the kids. That's the key. And it's in all my slide presentation. All right, potatoes, turkeys, and chickens, right? I got to go quick on these ones. Does anybody know what this is?
Yes, it was like the biggest potato.
How do you know that?
I read about it.
Okay. What's its name?
I forget.
It's the
That's
world's, Taylor, do you know everything? You're like, I want to play Trivial Pursuit with you. I want you on my team. All right.
Oh.
This is the world's biggest potato, 17 pounds. 17 pounds. Oh my goodness. It has a name. Its name is Doug. The couple dubbed the potato Doug. It's the size of a Thanksgiving turkey. Are you kidding me? That is the weirdest looking potato I've ever seen, right? 17 pounds. They found it in New Zealand, right? The guy thought it was a rock, and it turns out, like, I don't know what he's going to do with it, right? I think you could probably sell it on eBay for a lot of money, right? But if anybody is missing a large potato by the name of Doug, you know it. All right, is anybody a turkey? Wait, that's not the right question. Are anybody of you a turkey people? Karen, are you a turkey person? Put in the chat, man. Yes, turkey, no turkey, right? I love eating turkey. I love Thanksgiving, my favorite holiday, right? Yes, turkey, no turkey. Sam's not a turkey guy. Taylor's not a turkey girl. She's a vegetarian. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday because no gifts, right? And all you got to do is cook the turkey on the barbecue. We cook it on the grill like we do here in Phoenix all the time, right? Try doing that in Chicago. Try doing that in Brooklyn, Nat, right? There's only one thing better than eating turkey, right? And that's giving away turkeys, right? And every year I give away 100 or 200 turkeys. Is anybody familiar with Harvest Compassion Center? We're giving away turkeys on November 20th, right? This is an amazing program. It's run by this lady, Nicole Thompson. She has 3 locations through the valley. And if you're a little down on your luck and it's hard for you to get a job, or you don't have a lot of money, you go to one of the 3 locations, you sign in, you push a shopping cart around, you get food and clothes, you go up to the place where you pay, and then you don't have to give them any money. They just put it in a bag and they'll let you take it out, right? And when she told me about that, I cried. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's the greatest thing ever. And she's been doing it for 10 years. It helps build self-esteem. It's a great program to support. And if you want to volunteer, if you want more about it, you just talk to my friend Nicole, right? Amazing. Harvest Compassion Center, they do all kinds of gift drives and backpack drives. And if you want to give away turkeys, we're going to do it with the Diamondbacks and the Coyotes. And I heard that Isaiah Simmons from the Cardinals was going to be there as well. So it's November 20th, and that's pretty cool. And then who knows anything about chickens? Any chickens? Chicken people here? Yes, chickens, no chickens. Come on, Nancy, put it in the chat pane. Quick, quick. I own chickens. Oh, Taylor, you're winning this chat pane. Oh my goodness. Anna likes chicken. Anybody know anything about chickens? Okay, come on, quick, quick. We're losing time. I don't have, they're delicious. Okay, Rebecca, I like that. Okay, number 1, how much does a chicken weigh? Does anybody know how much a chicken weighs? I'll buy you a breakfast sandwich if you get this right. Right? Guess. It's like, okay, 3 pounds. Depends on the breed. Yeah. The average chicken is 6.5 pounds, right? I know, Rebecca, that was a good question, but you don't get any hints. Right? Sorry, this is not like Wheel of Fortune. All right, number 2, how quickly does a chicken grow to maturity? Ooh, that's a good question. Quick. No Googling. Nat, I saw you go to Google. About 11 months, 6 months, 90 days. Boom, 7 weeks. Oh my goodness. That's why Taylor's a vegetarian. All these friggin' chemicals and stuff like that. She's thought, I'm not gonna like eat a chicken that matures in 7 weeks. That's crazy. Okay, Dana says, I've been volunteered at Harvard Compassion Center. All right, I'm going to cry now, Dana. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, Dana, I'm going to mention to Nicole, who runs it, that you said that, and that's so nice. All right, can you catch a chicken? Everybody put in the chat pane, can you catch a chicken? Yes, I can catch a chicken. No, I can't catch a chicken. Brittany, you can catch a chicken? Ooh, look at this. It's split 50-50. I want to wait till Taylor weighs in because she could do everything so far. Can you catch a chicken, Taylor? Yes or no?
Yeah, I wrote yes. You just have to bring food, bring bread.
Okay. Okay. So you're so smart. I don't think you can catch a chicken because according to this Instagram post, the average human can run 8.6 miles per hour. The average chicken can run 9. All right, Karen, you tell your significant other that today and see if they're impressed, right? I was impressed, right? And it's a good thing to know. You never want to like think that you can outrun a chicken if you can. So, all right, my name is Dan Tyre. Anna, please be so kind as to put my LinkedIn in the Zoom group chat, right? I am the luckiest guy in the world. I've been married for 32 years to the beautiful Amy Tyre, right? 31 great ones and 1 mediocre one, which she allows me to say from the stage, right? Amazing person, my best friend, life partner, travels all over the world. I'm employee number 6 at HubSpot. Anybody know HubSpot? Yes, HubSpot, no HubSpot in the chat pane. Right. I'm a full-time employee there, been there for 14 and a half years. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Meredith. Oh my goodness. I know. I was just telling Taylor, I wear my HubSpot t-shirt at all these events. People want to do TikToks and selfies with me. They think I invented it, which I did not. I was just the first salesperson, the first sales manager, first sales director, ran the international division. I did every job at HubSpot. I love working with Debbie, who's one of our African partners, and it's been the crowning jewel. I've done 5 startups over the last 42 years. The first one went to $1 billion. I don't have time to tell you about them. Today, I'm a mentor. I'm an advisor. I serve on 3 boards of directors. I have a best-selling book on the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Wall Street Journal bestseller list this week. I'm an angel investor. I've been Arizona based, and my mantra is trying to do the most good for the universe. So if you connect me with LinkedIn and there's a way I can help you, you got to do all the work, right? I'm just the big energy. I'm not like the follow through kind of guy. But if you tell me what you need, I'm at your service because you're all Phoenix based folks, except for if you're from New York, in which case I used to live in New York. So I'll help you there too. And those are the magic words. Dan, I need your help and I'll do everything that I can to help you. And I love doing this. I've done 2 or I think this is my 4th AMA, right? Where I got the potato and the chicken and the turkeys, I did the Iowa AMA. They knew all the answers to all of that stuff, right? I thought it was going to be a little harder for the people in Phoenix, but I love the AMA. I've done the Houston AMA, 400 people multiple times, right? And after 40 years of being a salesperson, now I'm in the marketing organization at HubSpot, and it's great. You guys had it right. I don't know what I've been doing for 40 years. It's ridiculous. It's so much fun. All right. These are some great companies that I've invested in or advised. The first is, does anybody know Christy Kerner from My Little Mascara Club? Right? Christy Kerner, unbelievable. She's rocking sustainable mascara with an e-commerce company. She's an amazing person in the startup ecosystem. I put her on my slide because I'm so proud of her scale. And she's growing like a pot plant under a grow light. Just amazing growth. And then Revere Health is my friend Rachel Mertzmeyer. It used to be RexPay, and they changed, and now they're on fire. They help solve medical billing hassles. So you know when you go to the doc and then you get 14 different bills and it takes you 4 weeks to figure it out. At least it takes Amy 4 weeks to figure it out. She has a little app that will tap into your insurance, and then you go ahead and it will tell you what your deductible is, what you owe. And if you can't pay it, it'll allow you to pay it on time. Amazing. She's down at Galvanize, powerful woman, a women-led company that's amazing. My buddy, Ethan Turner, runs Moi Fragrances. Right? If you don't smell good, go talk to Ethan. If you want to smell like Dan Tyre, oh my goodness, you can smell just like me, right? Which it's kind of a mixed bag, but he has a boutique perfumery and cologne. It's kind of amazing. Arizona company, proud Black founder. Mary Tatimez, right? Anybody know Mary? She's one of the leading EOS facilitators. She's right in downtown Phoenix. And then Fabric. Anybody know Fabric? What do you know about Fabric, Anna? Come off mute and explain what it is.
Actually, I only know it from Nat because he had looked at that as a venue.
Yeah, that's my ask. They have 2,600 square feet.
Amazing
This
place.
lady is amazing. Angela Johnson, right? I met her 2 years ago and she's like, Dan, we're important for creatives and people who like fashion. And I don't know anything about fashion. I don't even change my t-shirt. It's always the HubSpot t-shirt. That's just it. And I wear the same shorts or jeans all the time. Anyway, she's created 400 companies that house out of fabric. And it's a sustainable company. And her ask is, if you're going to run a promo, if you have any event, run it at Fabric. And if you need help, just ping me, dtyre@hubspot.com, and I'll connect you, or go to the Fabric website. It's super important.
Jerry
All right,
Berry
answer this
there is
question.
great too.
Say that again.
Jerry Berry there is great too.
Exactly. That's her co-founder. Very, very good. Both of those ladies deserve our support. They deserve our, and she pinged me. She hasn't pinged me ever for an ask. She's like, she created COVID, gowns and COVID masks, and she just flew into action. She's created 400 companies, not jobs, 400 companies. I have no idea why Doug Ducey is not down there and housing out of fabric, because it's amazing. And it's all creative people. It's all people who buy boots and shorts and hats and all that stuff that I don't buy. But she's a mighty girl. And if we can help her out, we want to do that. All right. Finish the sentence. 2021 is finish it, Taylor. Come on, quick. He's a bitch, says Rebecca. Very good. All right. Took 21 minutes to turn this into a slug. As a reset. Okay, good. Is a year, Taylor. That's weak. That's the first weak answer that you've had. Come on, Nancy. I want to hear what everybody has to say. Finish 2021 is a shit show, says Nat, like a good New Yorker. Okay, we can say that on the recording, right? It's what he said. All right, what do you think, Karen? Stressful, good. Anything else? Whiplash. Oh, Sarah, I like that. Reinvent yourself, says Nancy. A smoldering dumpster fire. Okay, you guys are very, very creative. For many people, it's what is that? What does that look like? Anybody know that reference? It's not lemons and limes. Sweet and sour, that's good. Rebecca, that's a conundrum. That's good, Dana. It's a mixed bag. When I Googled mixed bag, that's what it came up with, right? For some, it's all the things that you said. An oxymoron. Yeah, I like that, Rebecca. For some, it's been a gold mine, right? Depending on, I talk to entrepreneurs all the time. They're like, Dan, right? People are having a tough time, not me, right? My business has exploded. Oh my, and they feel bad about it. Don't feel bad about it, right? It's like the way it works. Okay. Everyone's a little bit different. We call it the next normal. Some entrepreneurs are apologizing for their success, right? But you can't. And in 2021 into 2022, marketing leads the way. Marketing leads the way, right? I'm explaining to you why, right? Easy or hard to be a marketer in 2021? Easier or hard? Quick in the chat pane. I need constant. I'm really a 9-year-old. I need constant feedback. Easy, said Taylor. Harder than ever. See that? See that? All right. Everybody answer. Quick. We got to take a quick poll, except I don't know how to do polls in Zoom. So it's, I know. Agree with harder. Depends, says Sam. All right, Sam. Very, very good. That's what I was going for. It's both. You guys have all the answers. It's great. You guys are much smarter than Iowa, right? It depends, right? There's the old way of doing it. Right. And there are some marketers that say, no, that's the way we've always done it. And then there's the new way of doing it. Right. And what we're going to talk about today, how to finish strong in 2021. So there's a couple of things here that I want to bring forward that are very important. Number one, assess your marketing performance to goal year to date. Right. And put in the chat pane if you sit with your CEO or your manager, your director, or your board of directors, whether you're exceeding expectation, meeting expectations, or not meeting expectations, right? And we're all friends here. Just put in the chat pane, have you assessed your performance year to date? This is super important because there's no surprises. You know how you're doing. And I bet you all you marketers are a lot harder on yourself. Meeting. Okay, good, Taylor. All you marketers are always so hard on yourself because you skew towards female, right? And you have the weight of the world on your shoulder, right? A guy would be like, no, that's just too hard to do it. All the women say, no, I should have done better. Exceeding, wow, great, awesome. Meeting and more, that's great, Nancy. So if you're doing fine, you don't need the next 7 minutes. You go get some bubbly water or something like that, right? But if you're not exceeding expectations, we want you to assess your revenue and new customer acquisition year to date, right? And you may be providing the leads, right? But that's not what marketing is anymore. It used to be, it was demand gen and branding. Now marketing is everything. Oh my goodness, it's sales team, it's collateral, it's the website, it's events, it's demand gen, it's international growth, it's identifying bad fits, it's sales training, right? So now you want to understand the most important lever in most cases. It's either retention of your current customers, which we'll get to that, or it's about new business generation. Right. And so you need to understand whether your counterpart in sales, right, is ahead or behind, because it's not about you anymore. Right. And marketing is everything. Right. So the third thing is for half of you guys, you're already ahead or exceeding expectations. That's great. Just make sure that translates into the company, because it used to be that marketing was siloed. Right. You guys created the brand, you created the leads. And by the way, you were always in the doghouse. As I have been a vice president of sales, right? You were my biggest excuse, right? If I couldn't hit my number, it was like marketing didn't give me enough leads. If I didn't hit my number, it's like sometimes marketing gave me too many leads. I didn't know which to call first, right? And so it was a built-in excuse. Today, marketing takes the lead. Marketers are in control. So if you're like ahead, that's great. In the age of the empowered buyer, have you guys familiar with that term, empowered buyer? Right? That means the average person, before they ever want to talk to a salesperson, right? They're all over your website. You have to understand the customer journey. You have to only give the appropriate leads to the sales team, right? It varies a little bit based on industry, but in most cases, 65 to 99% of the sales process happens before somebody even talks to a salesperson, right? You got all the power. That's why I tell CEOs, if you're behind in your number, right, and you have more than 10 salespeople, take your 2 least performing salespeople, fire them, take all the money, give it to marketing. I'm like, they're not going to make it anyway. They're sitting around and fudging their numbers. They're not being truthful, and they don't do a good job of presenting your company. I'm like, marketers, right? If you don't have the headcount, use that new money and either hire an agency or go out and get more headcount, which is hard. We'll talk about that in a second. And salespeople, if you're not getting inbound leads, forget about it. Go to some places getting inbound leads, right? It's crazy. But if you're ahead, stay there. If you're behind, you build or pull out your code red plan. Who knows what a code red plan is? Yes, code red, no code red. I'm looking at you, Taylor. Yes, code red. Okay, Rebecca, no code red. Okay. Ooh, baby, it's a good thing I actually did this in a slide. All right, just stay tuned for one more slide. Right. Number 5, right? Make it easy for your customers to buy, right? What do I mean by that? Right. Call Cox Communications tonight, right? You want to throw up. I was on hold for 6 hours. Anybody see Saturday Night Live? They made fun of cable on Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live's still the thing. Taylor, is your generation watch Saturday Night Live?
I the only TV I watch are sports. That's the only time I can make.
Okay,
so.
look it up on YouTube. They like the opening monologue or the first kind of thing. And they had somebody talking to a cable person, and it's exactly the experience I had, right? They swapped out my modem. My poor wife was like trying to calm me down. And I said, I'm going to tweet this out to my 40,000 Twitter followers. You guys are like destroying any value. I pay them an insane amount of money. I should be a cord cutter, but I'm too lazy. And right, you have to make it easy for customers to buy. The action item here is if people call your front desk and you have a phone tree, okay, you better like make sure that phone tree moves quick and I can get through to a human being. And you better make sure you have a chat bot on your website. Put in the Zoom group chat if you have a chat bot. Yes, chat bot, no chat bot. If you don't have a chat bot, you get one by the end of the year. And if you need help getting a chat bot, okay. If you need help getting a chat bot, send email to either a marketing agency here or Debbie, or send it to me, Tyre at HubSpot.com. We'll give you a free chatbot, and you need it, and I need it. I don't want to talk to a human being. I want to talk to somebody who can tell me exactly what's going on until I want to talk to a human being, and that's where marketing comes in. All right. Lots of people need to use their budget in 2021 in creative ways. Guess what? You call them and say, do you have any extra budget? They might say, yeah, actually I do. You're like, all right, what's the one big thing that is got you all bunched up? What's the one hairball that you want to fix? What's the one thing that if we could help you solve, your boss would buy you a breakfast sandwich? All those kind of things, right? But it starts with a conversation. That's super important. All right, then you celebrate your team and plan for strategic hires next year, right? This is the year of the great resignation. Everybody know that term? Yes, GR, no GR. Quick in the chat pane, right? I think it impacts that. Yeah, okay. Yes, yes, yeah, I know. Crazy, right? Even at HubSpot, the greatest company in the world, right? It happens because it's just different, right? And after 2 years of a global pandemic and after all this kind of stuff, people are like, it's not worth it, right? So you celebrate your team and you plan for your strategic hires. And what I'm going to show you in hiring people, anybody having a problem hiring people? Oh yeah, well, come to your friend Dan. I'm going to show you a couple of things that we can do to make sure you're hiring people. 2021 is the year of work-life balance. So when I was thinking about this slide, I'm like, you know what? You can give them a couple of $100 and a Christmas bonus, or you can get your CEO, or you can walk into their office on Tuesday or Wednesday before Christmas, or Tuesday or Wednesday before Thanksgiving and say, you know what? You're exceeding expectations. You've done a great job. You want to take an extra day off? What would happen if you did that? They'd be like, oh my goodness. They'd try to hug you. Like they try to hug me with my HubSpot t-shirt on. They'd be like, oh my goodness, that's amazing. And everybody's gotten a Christmas bonus in the past and so what? But getting the extra 2 days so that you can like just relax, clear your head, get stuff together. Yamini Rangan, the CEO of HubSpot, by the way, HubSpot, $1 billion software company. The CEO is a brown woman. How does that feel? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about that. And she's brilliant. The first thing she did when she became CEO of HubSpot is she announced HubSpot Unplugged. So from July 4th to the next week, everybody, the whole company is off and you can't send any emails. The whole company for a whole week. Oh my goodness, it's the greatest thing ever because in 2021, mental wellness is super important. I know, I cried. Yamini is so thoughtful. She's so empathetic. She brings so much to HubSpot and she's done it before, right? And it's super exciting to see a woman lead. The reason why HubSpot is all the upper, not all of them, but we have like 60% of the executives are women. They're empathetic. My boss, Courtney Sembler, is unbelievable. She's like, Dan, you're working too hard. I'm like, yeah. She goes, Dan, don't work so hard, right? She knows me better than I know me. It's amazing, right? And that's an empathetic female perspective, in my opinion, right? Guys want to go out and kill stuff and kick the competition and that kind of stuff. Women want to help the whole village. Anyway, this is the year of work-life balance, right? If there's possible that you can give anybody an extra day, they'll be so thankful for them and their families. Their families, well, you'll be impacting folks, right? And super excited. All right, there was a couple of questions on a code red plan. And as an angel investor, I have 30 portfolio companies, a handful I sit on the board of directors. And guess what? The dirty little secret is they're not all like people at the Phoenix AMA. They're not all ahead of plan. I'm like, all right, well, what are you going to do? And they're like, I don't know. That's what we're calling you. I'm like, get your code red plan in place. And this is what a code red plan is. I don't know. Taylor, you tell me. You're the millennial here or Gen Z person. Is code red Mountain Dew a thing? Anybody know that? Put in the chat pane if you've ever had a Mountain Dew code red, because it looks gnarly. I bet you there's 4 pounds of sugar in there. Sarah, is it good? Okay, Brittany's saying back in the day. Okay, Meredith is saying, I would not touch that with your mouth, Dan. It's delicious. Says, okay, all right. Sadly, I have. Okay, Taylor, are you recommending it? Come off mute and say, yes, code red Mountain Dew, or.
I do not recommend it. I was a child, so
okay.
No.
Okay, Anna Bryce doesn't drink soda. Dana is like, no way. Nat is, I love Mountain Dew, but never had a code red. Okay, that's your assignment for the Phoenix AMA. Go find a code red. I don't know how much expensive they are. I'm never going to drink it, right? I don't need any energy. Oh my goodness. You should see me when I actually have coffee. All right, so a code red, you got to put together a document. It's an actual document. Make it a cool animal code name, like Project Wildcat, if you're from Tucson, or Project, I don't know, what's a good animal in Africa, Debbie? Project Leopard or Cheetah moves quick, right? It's a written doc, right? Get a cool code name and get the specifics. We always start with the numbers. So we're a little bit behind. Everybody needs to know how much behind we are. And then you got to say, and then we're going to catch up. And you're going to solicit ideas this week. Is it Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. All right, you don't have a lot of time. Solicit ideas next week for how you're going to catch up. Everybody contributes. The customer service reps, the account managers, the CEO, the executives, the board of directors, everybody contributes. Then you call everybody that you do business with. It's called client engagement. You pick up the phone and you say, Taylor, I'm Dan from HubSpot. And you're like, okay, who are you? I'm like, I'm Dan from HubSpot. And you're like, okay, why are you calling me? You have been a HubSpot customer for 4 years. I want to thank you, right? We appreciate your business, right? And I want to let you know I'm your executive sponsor, or I'm your account manager, or I'm your customer service rep. We appreciate your business. Yeah, this is my cell phone. If you ever have anything that goes awry, right? Follow the process, but also let me know, and I'll be your advocate because we appreciate your business. We want to be a partner for the next 4, 5, 6 years, right? And I'm your lifeline if you need one, right? Anybody ever get a call like that? Anybody ever get a code red call? Oh my goodness. I got it from a restaurant owner here in Phoenix. Guy said, I saw that you did that program. It looked like everybody was having a good time. I want your business. Can I have your next meeting? I'm like, yes, you can. He left a voicemail. He's like, please call me back. It was so good. I want all of your engagement business. And I told you, I'm the cheapest guy in North America. I only tipped him 18%. And he still wanted to do it, right? Then you call all your closed lost. There's deals that went down this year, right? That either ghosted you or they just didn't move forward for whatever reason. You call them up. You call them 4 times over 12 days. That's the cadence, right? You send them a little video. Put in the Zoom group chat if you're using video in your outreach, either a HubSpot video or Vidyard or Loom or Wistia. Yes, video, no video. Okay, Taylor, I'm going to send you a video, Taylor, right? And you're going to be amazed, right? This is 2021, right? YouTube is the #1 social media challenge. You're not sending video, you're doing it wrong. Have your CEO record a personalized video to your top 10 customers. Say, what is it? Something potion. What does it say behind you, Taylor? Fitness
Financial potion.
Say it again.
Financial potion.
Financial Potion. Thank you on behalf of Financial Potion for being a good customer. And if you have any questions, let her. You blow them away. They'll be like, this is Harry Potter. Oh my goodness, my email is talking to me. It's amazing. All right, then post on social media. We're looking for 2 new customers between now and the end of the year. Not 12, not 18, 2. If you are this type of person, right, this kind of company is looking for this kind of help, right? If you tag me, I'll send it out to, I don't know, 23,000, 24,000 people that are connected with me on LinkedIn because you're Phoenix folks, right? And I love to help, right? And if it's done right, if it's not done right, I'll send it back and say, you got to do a better job. The more specific, the better. Then run a webinar in the first week of December just to help. No selling. Just say, hey, we just want to run a year-end webinar. Then send out an email campaign about being helpful. What can we do? How can we be more helpful? How can we be more instrumental to your success in 2021? And then meet internally every week and make up the difference. Does that seem like a good code red plan? Everybody like that? Start with the numbers first, right? If you want me to take a look at it, just send it to me, Tyre at HubSpot.com. I know. Guess what? If you're a little behind, like it's an opportunity, right? Once you do a code red, right, and it's successful, people are like, wow, that was awesome. Can we do that all the time? And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But now you're not just sitting there feeling bad for yourself. Now you're just saying, okay, the year's over. Let's start with 2022. Now you're putting the details behind what you need to do. All right, who's this? Anybody know who this is? Boom, boom, boom. Who is it? Yeah. It's my friend Oprah. Oh, I'm so excited to say that. Do you see the way I name dropped right there, Taylor? Right? Oprah's the biggest name dropper ever. She was our keynote speaker at the Inbound conference. Anybody see Oprah Winfrey at the Inbound 2021 virtual conference? There were 80,000 people there. It was amazing. She was Elise, my friend Elise. Oh my goodness. I am a huge fan of Elise Meyer. I'm a huge fan of her mama. I'm a huge fan of her husband, Rich, and her dog, Sedona, and her little baby. I know. And she was so funny because she name drops better than I do, right? And like, I did that Oprah thing, and you guys are like, yeah. She's like, oh, I was sitting in Maya Angelou's kitchen, right? I'm like, who says that? She didn't even smile at that. And she's like, Stevie Wonder asked me for a favor, and I said no. And I'm like, really, Stevie Wonder? You said no to a blind man? That's horrible. Oh my goodness. Anyway, Oprah is amazing. And she spoke for 45 minutes, right? It's still in the on-demand if you attended Inbound 2021. And she was so impactful. She talked about the key component of 2022. And I only have a few minutes, but how to make 2022 your best year ever. Number one, right? You got to plan for it. And now in 2022, every company is a tech company, right? Don't tell me you're a nonprofit. Don't tell me you're not really technical, because that doesn't cut it, right? If I can get anything on my iPhone, you got to become a tech company, right? If you need help, reach out. That's super important. But every company is a tech company. That's the basis of good customer satisfaction and growth. Number two, marketing is everything. It's everything. If you don't have a seat at the table, you need to get it, right? Because marketing is the key driver for growth. It used to be sales, right? I used to like lord over marketing and always throw you guys in the doghouse, but now you have the key levers to scale. And if you don't do your job, forget about it. I don't care how good the sales team is, they're never going to close the deals. You got to bring the leads, the customer journey, the brand experience, the employees to the yard. Marketing is everything, and I can prove it. I can prove it, but you have to have a prove it too. So you have to have a forecast, a budget, and a written plan. It's November, and you should be formulating what you're going to do in 2022. If you don't have that, right, let us know. We'll give you the prototype, right? You can get it from somebody else in the AMA, or we're happy to send it to you. HubSpot has all these free templates and things like that, which will show you exactly how to do it. You guys said you liked free stuff, so I'm going to deliver. This is whenever I talk with a marketer, I'm like, let me see where you are at. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I want to see the numbers. I want to see where you are on your MQLs, your SQLs, and your numbers. And they're like, we don't have it in a spreadsheet. I'm like, then you don't have it, right? And they can pull it up either in HubSpot, or they can pull it up in a spreadsheet. I don't care. I just want to make sure you have it, right? Number four, you only get more budget and headcount, right, if you can attribute. Put in the Zoom group chat if you can attribute your success and show the return on investment for your marketing spend, right? I serve on all these boards of directors, salespeople, sales executive comes in. Okay. All right, Rebecca. Yep, I know you have to be able to attribute. HubSpot Technology does it. There's other places that will attribute, but if you can't attribute, it's a fool's errand, right? Salespeople always like they say, all right, we gave you $800,000 last year. What did you do with it? We said we hired 3 salespeople. They generated $1.5 million. Very easy to calculate. Even the bonehead sales team can do it, right? Marketers, so it's a little bit more nuanced because it's programs and processes. It takes a little longer, right? But if you can show the attribution of the blog articles, the events, the content that you've done, then it's money. Then when somebody stands up in front of the senior executives and said, you guys gave us only $200,000 last year, we turned it into $1.6 million worth of business. Now you got my attention. I'm like, all right, blank check. How much do you need? And don't be shy. You're like, we got to get this moving. We're way behind. Let's go to $800,000, 4 times the budget. And it's still hard to hire that people, but you're well on the way. All right. Then sit with everybody on your team and forge relationships. Senior marketer folks need to know everybody in operations and customer services and sales, right? You know their first name, their charter, right? You need to know everything because you're the glue that holds everything together. And that it's always people before money. It's always people before spreadsheets, and getting stuff done is super important. Then train your managers in soft skills. The single most important thing to keep people from quitting is their manager. And there's a lot of old line managers that yell and blame, and those people are going to say, screw you, I'm not going to do it anymore. So if you observe people, right, who don't have good managerial skills, you have to have the Uncle Willie conversation. You sit down with them and say, that does not flush, right? You cannot do that. And they're like, oh, these snowflakes, they just, and that's not the way it works, right? It's super important that they're focused on the right skills. And then schmarketing, say it again, Taylor. Say it again, schmarketing.
Marketing?
Yeah, you gotta like, it's not smart marketing, it's sales and marketing pulls together, right? If you need more help, there's a link to that schmarketing in the links that I gave you. It moves to RevOps, and put in the Zoom group chat if you know what RevOps is. Yes, RevOps, no RevOps. Okay, schmarketing, yes. Okay, RevOps is new, a year old, it's big. Aligning all of the systems, okay? It's aligning all of the systems, Taylor. So it's not just sales and marketing together, you gotta bring in operations, service, all of that, right? And Anna just put a link in there that you could learn more about RevOps, and if you need more, just send me an email. Yeah, Debbie is an expert on revenue operations. All of your systems, you have to have a simple tech stack. If it's hard, I don't know how some of these people keep track of 12 logins. Holy crap, I can hardly remember how to get my password into my PC. All right, and then build your flywheel. Who knows what a flywheel is? Yes, flywheel, no flywheel. Look at all these terms I'm dropping at the Phoenix AMA, right? In rapid fire, right? Okay, look at all these people. They're staying up. Okay, Anna, do the honors with the flywheel link that's in there. It's putting your customers at the forefront, right? It's no longer, your customers have more credibility in your sales team, right? Salespeople get all like grumpy when you say that. But the reality is, Taylor would prefer to have somebody who's already bought your product explain what the experience was and whether it was good or not, than talk to a salesperson. The last thing Taylor wants to do as a Gen Z person is talk to a salesperson, right? They have a vested interest and they're going to talk over her and they're not going to listen, right? Somebody who's gone through the process, right, is going to be totally different. All right. And then how did you like those? Is that 8 good ways to make 2022 your best year ever? But yes, we like those. No, they're incomplete. You should have had 10 or something like that. Oh, Brittany says yes. Love it, says Meredith. Okay, I think I'm doing pretty good, Taylor. I only have a couple more minutes. Okay, very good. Thumbs up. All right. I think I'm nailing this presentation, Taylor. I don't know about you, but it seems like it's moving pretty quickly. All right,
It's
then
an
it's
even mix between content and funny, but you get up the funny.
You told me to do it. I deliver exactly what Taylor wants. All right, as a person, just a couple of things. Number one, read this book. That should be in the link. I give out this book 200 times a year, right? This is Heidi Grant. She's a genius. Talks about how many people are goal setters. Put yes goals, no goals in the Zoom group chat. Yes goals, no goals. Okay, good, good, good. How many people have written goals? Yes, written goals, no written goals. Usually when I'm doing the live show, half the people put their hands down. They're like, no, 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 no. Got to have the goals. Yes, yes, yes. It's not real unless it's written down. Taylor, did you write this book? Is there a second book follow-up, volume 2 by Taylor? Unbelievable. Okay, if they're written, that's good, right? If you ever want to see my goals, send me an email. They're in the public domain, and you'll see one of the reasons I'm such an achiever is that I am intentional. I listen to Oprah. She said, Tyre, be intentional, and I did. Also, anybody have a vision board? Yes, vision board, no vision board, right? This is a very good motivational device. Okay, John, do your vision board. Okay, Brittany, do your vision board. Okay, Taylor, do a vision board. It's so much fun, right? You haven't done one of these since kindergarten, right? Anna Bryce would have all Met players on it. Mets hitting 300, right? Back from 1987 or something like that. But it's motivational, and it's all the studies say you'll do things for your significant other. This happens to be a great one, freedom, travel, wealth, legacy. Oh my God. Every time I see this, I'm inspired to go through all the crazy stuff that we have to do, right? And good for you, Karen Culver. If you want to send me your vision board, happy to see it, right? And it's just a great way, it's humans before money. Humans before money. All right, this is the HubSpot flywheel, putting your customers at the center. This is RevOps, and Anna has all of the information here. All right, what does this slide mean? Put in the Zoom group chat what this slide means. Oh, Debbie said, did a vision board with Dan this year, changed my life, literally. Now I want to cry, Debbie. I tried one and then it felt too time consuming. You got to do it quick. Wish I had brought a code red. That's good, John. Okay, you're the funniest contributor so far, other than Taylor. She's in her own category. Bug hit my forehead, says Rebecca. Okay, like this is a funny group. I anticipating 2022. No, Sarah, you got it. It's the decaf coffee. Overwhelmed. Yes, it's hiring in 2022, right? It's hiring in 2022. So it's hard. I don't have time to do this slide. How much time do I have, Taylor?
You got a solid 8 minutes.
Damn.
8, 9 minutes.
Ahead. No, I'm not. I'm way behind. Okay. Let me spend 2 minutes on this, because put in the Zoom group chat if you are trying to hire people, right? And everywhere in the world, you're trying to hire people. And I tell everybody it's hard, right? The tide has flipped. Used to be we had high unemployment way before you were born, Taylor, and you like had to beg for a job. Not like this. Now there's 14 jobs. Everybody has, everybody. Right? So it's job number 2. You have your primary goal, but you're always recruiting, right? You always, it's 30% of your time, right? When we started HubSpot, my boss was Mark Roberge, right? Who is a great guy, empathetic guy, now the entrepreneur in residence at Harvard Business School. He dedicated a book to me, and super fun. And I asked him, how much time do you spend recruiting? He goes, 60% of my time. I'm like, that's insane. He's like, that's the only way we scale a business. 60% of his time, right? So I'm going to offer, if you're not spending 30% of your time on recruiting, you'll never get that person. Always have written job descriptions. Right? You can't say I'm going to hire a marketing person. I don't know if it's an entry level, a manager, a content person, a social media person. Then get innovative in spreading the word. I want it on social media every single day. I want to make sure that everybody knows. Then do a video on LinkedIn, right? Taylor, we want to see that cool background of yours and the big smile, and you and your CEO. We want to say we're looking for a special type of person, somebody who laughs at our jokes, somebody who has the same type of like values that we do. And this is like why you should come to work for you. And like, this is 2021 moving into 2022. And if you want to tag me, I'll send it out to 24,000 people. Then make sure there's a bounty on the referrals, right? If that person, some people, HubSpot gives you a Tesla. If you get key hires, we'll buy you a Tesla. Are you kidding me? And I know it's HubSpot and we got a lot of money now, but in the old days, I bought you a breakfast sandwich. Oh, how far we've come, right? Your employees are gold, right? You sit with each employee, you sit them down and go, let's go through your LinkedIn. And they're like, why? And you're like, I want to see anybody you know in these particular areas, right? And you offer them, if you recruit one of your friends, right? It's give them a bounty, right? Give them a referral bonus. Then you move quick in the interview process, right? If you find somebody, it's days, because they're already employed. They're already 15 people swimming in the pond, right? You got to move. So we've hired people in 3 days, the whole process from recruiter screen all the way to offer letter in 3 days. That's like 12-hour days, but you can do it. Then ask the right questions. And if you need questions, let me know. Just Google interview questions HubSpot, right? You'll see lots of great marketing questions. You'll see lots of good stuff. And then create your employee persona, right? That is, there's certain people that work very well at your company. There have certain characteristics. When I was recruiting the first 400 salespeople at HubSpot, I was looking for people that had natural curiosity, that took personal responsibility, that were very organized, right? That skewed optimistic, that were problem solvers. Those 5 things, I had all my questions wrapped around those 5 attributes. And that's why we never missed our number for the first 2.5 years, right? We hired the right people and they did everything else. All right, you guys like these ideas? Can I find you a hire for a Tesla? No, Taylor, right? And there's a 1.5-year wait list anyway, unless you're Hertz, right? You need to move quickly. All right, do you guys feel empowered? Very
yes,
good.
and we did have a question that came in. I don't know if I can just interject it real quick, but someone had asked, how do you balance the recruitment efforts with putting out marketing content on social media, also targeting the clients? So what would be that, visual balance online?
Awesome. Once a day, right? What HubSpot did is set up a HubSpot Life and HubSpot Recruiting separate Twitter and Instagram, right? So every day, it's important. You sit with your manager and say how important it is to get the right people in there. And he's going to say it's hugely important. You're like, right. If you have a recruiting department, I want to work with them. If you don't have a recruiting department, you're like, I'm going to have to dedicate more time. This is a real thing in 2022, right? And then you build out a strategy for whether you're going to do it, an analyst is going to do it, an admin is going to do it. And everybody said, Tyre, you're ivory tower. We don't have any of those things. And you can do it all yourself. You just have to have the discipline to write the plan, to review the plan, understand what you can't do because you got to lean into the hiring, right? And that means you may need extra headcount, but it's a very, very real thing, especially a lot of the marketing companies I talk to, they have core employees that if those employees leave, they're going to be really pooched. So having the process in place to be proactive, understanding it's going to be hard. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? Marketers don't shy away from hard stuff. That's just the way it goes, right? But you got to be intentional. You have to have a plan. You have to have somebody look at the plan, right? And then you have to execute the plan and you'll do fine. All right. Is there other questions?
And please share in the chat if that answered your question or not. And then the only other question that came through was just, what's the biggest priority for finishing strong? It sounds like it's, putting the priority on people. Would that be correct?
Yeah. If you're ahead, you don't need my help. If you're behind, get your code read, right? And it's always about the people before revenue. If you have to choose between driving somebody across the plains, doing extra work and missing your number in 2021, You just tell the CEO, I can't do it. Right. And if he says, why? If he's an old school like guy who's screaming and yelling, you're like, because I don't want to disrupt this relationship. All right. Put your biggest takeaway from the session. Have a code red. Good, good, good. Doing the best I can with what I have. That's great, Rebecca. And feel good about it. Right. It's hard. 2022 is a big potato. Ooh, see how I weave that back? Right. It's your biggest takeaway. Make a code red plan. That's good. You should have it. It should be written out. If you want to send it to me, I'll take a look at it. People are priorities, both employees and customers. Which is more important, Anna Bryce, your employees or your customers? Ooh, I wrote about that in my book.
I actually think your employees, because everything comes from there, and then you can have happy customers because of happy employees.
Right. Not only are you the Arizona biggest Mets fan, but you're smart, and that is true. The customers are always right, only if you're taking care of your employees. And if your employees are not happy, you do not have happy customers. So you're very good. All right. Rate this session on a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate this session. Boo. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. We got to do the free stuff. You see what I did there, Taylor? Oh, baby. Taylor's saying, yeah.
People almost forgot about it.
I know. You think my ratings might go up after I give away free stuff? Oh, yeah. All right. First of all, I got the potato, chicken, and turkey stuff from the Hustle. Anybody know the Hustle? Yes, Hustle, no Hustle. It's a HubSpot media proper. Turns out HubSpot's turning into a media company, and it's free. Right. And it's the greatest thing ever. The biggest problem is it's so interesting that when I don't have time to read it, I put in my Hustle review folder, which is like, I don't know, it's like a cave no one has been in since 1958. It's like it goes in there, but I can never find it out. But it's super exciting. Entrepreneurial marketing news, super exciting on a daily basis. Right. I have a folder. I know that. Number 2, if you want industry data, Anna, quick, put this in. There's the link. You got all this link. You got the Hustle link. This is industry benchmark data. We started this in COVID because we're like, holy crap, how is this going to play out with all of our customers? Now we aggregate industry data by size, by location, and we give it to you, right? It's no like invasion of privacy or anything like that. It's all aggregate, but we'll show you how many emails people are saying, how many calls they're setting up. It is friggin' brilliant. And like it will help you generate more leads and customers. And then the reason I sound so smart is because I go to this website, the ultimate list of marketing statistics. There's content marketing, social media, video marketing. You utilize this. When you're sitting with a CEO who doesn't know Instagram from Twitter, from Snapchat, from TikTok, you're like, okay, according to HubSpot, right, these are the email marketing statistics. This is the lead gen statistic, right? And it's available in the public domain. It is a treasure trove. We have like 3 PhDs who provide it, and it is amazing. All right. And then who knows HubSpot Academy? Yes, HubSpot Academy. No, HubSpot Academy. Good. Okay. Everybody knows. Okay. Taylor, you go there. There's 400 hours, 89 certifications on everything that you can, all for free. If it was a community college, we charge you $16,000 to take these classes, right? I actually work for HubSpot Academy now. The lady who runs it, Courtney Sembler, is the best manager at HubSpot. She's smart, she's empathetic, and it's global, it's diverse, it's in 5 languages, right? We can't forget our German folks, right? When I go over to Berlin and do the AMA, I guess it wouldn't be the AMA, it would be the GMA. The German Marketing Association, is there one of those? Check on that, Taylor. You know everything. Let's get it done. And this is the way you reward your employees, right? Say, you know what? Let's pick out your personal development plan, right? Your PDP, your personal development plan. Let's plan out how you learn these skills on our dime. And they'll be like, oh my goodness, you're the greatest boss ever. All right, now rate this session. Boom. Do I get any upticks? That was not too much work, but that was super fun. I always like speaking in Phoenix. I always like enjoy seeing Anna and Eileen in my living room, right? Nancy, it's very nice to make your acquaintance. I wrote this book called The Inbound Organization. That should be one of your links. 2019 with Todd Hockenberry. It's everything I learned at HubSpot. It's available on Amazon. There is lots of free stuff on inboundorganization.com. If you ever have a question of turning your organization into inbound because you're Phoenix-based or African-based customers, I'm happy to help. I actually have a book or contributed a book that's #2 on the Wall Street Journal bestseller list called Human-Centered Communications, right? And I have a copy of this, pretty fun. they asked me to do a chapter, me and 12 other bestseller selling authors. I'm like, why do you want me? I'm a good speaker. I'm not that good of an author. And they're like, no, you're good, Tyre. And so I'm chapter 13, which I kind of think is the best chapter, but you guys can be the judge. And HubSpot, who is the greatest company in the world, our tagline is, we want to make sure that you grow better. My name is Dan Tyre. That's all my contact information. I live in Paradise Valley. This has been a blast. Thank you, Taylor, for all of the prep. Anna and the whole team. The chat pane was on fire. Oh my goodness, so much fun. And I hope you guys invite me back sometime soon.
It was fantastic, Dan. Thank you very much. I don't know about anyone else, but I feel like I want to go out and kick ass and just really go out and succeed. So thank you, Dan. And of course, your enthusiasm is always so inspiring. So we are thrilled that you are here with us today. And once we get back to in-person events, we'll definitely have you back again, because it's been way too long. The last time has to be a solid 4 or 5 years ago already at this point. So thank you. Thank you for being here. And then before we sign off, I just want to recognize, number one, the Spectrum Award winners who are here with us today. So we have Elise Meyer from Prism Global Marketing Solutions and Bree Gibson from Anchor Inc. PR and Marketing. And then Melissa from Calling Media, Brittany from Ideas Collide, and Kara and Lisa from Shasta Pools. Thrilled that you've joined us. And of course, congratulations on your Spectrum Awards. And we'll have more about that come January, because it's time to think about Spectrum once again. And then I just want to invite everybody. We don't have the December date written down because it was literally just confirmed right before this session started. So in December, on December 9th, we are going to have Desiree Martinez speak, and it's going to be about content in 2022 and getting your content ready and raring to go. So that's December 9th, which is a Thursday, and it'll be online again. And then we are going to kick off 2022, January 13th, with Todd Hartley from Wirebuzz, and why the essential 2022 business skill is getting comfortable on camera. We saw how comfortable Dan is on camera, and it is a must that camera is part of our lives now. Zoom is part of our lives. Video is part of our lives. This is going to be a great topic, and Todd is a terrific speaker. So hopefully you'll join us. Keep an eye out on amaphoenix.org, and we will get all the information up and you can get registered. And then again, just real quick, thank you to our sponsors. Taylor, thank you for being our host as always. And if you have any video needs, please consider calling Taylor. If you need her contact information, I'd be more than happy to connect you. And then lastly, thank you again to our board members. We really appreciate all the hard work. Dan, thank you once again. Inspiring. I will get the recording and the presentation to everybody. Like you said, we were way ahead of the game. I already have the presentation. So we will get that to everyone, and we'll start thinking about when we can bring you back. Thanks everybody for joining us, and hopefully we will see you in December. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday too. And enjoy family time. And as Dan said, let's make people a priority, and see you again in a month. Thanks, everybody.